That is the quesito.
The quesito. It's got
Like
papaya
a
in
guava, papaya, and sweet cream.
it. Yummy. Then we got the jerk chicken. Yum. And an empanada. What did you think of Islands of the Caribbean?
I thought everything was excellent. The jerk chicken was cooked perfectly, and the chutney underneath it was fantastic. It's like a chutney salsa type of thing. I guess that's kind of what a chutney is, but it was really, really, really good. The empanada was my favorite personally. The beef was braised perfectly. The actual pastry of the empanada was cooked fantastically, and it had a really great sauce drizzled on top. Excellent presentation. Just really good. Small. For the price you pay, you probably should have gotten 2 of them, but it is what it is. And then the little pastry, like quesita, was really good. Really subtle flavors, but good flavors. Moist, you know, kind of airy, buttery, flaky crust. Just really, really, really good. I would give it everything. Absolutely 5 out of 5 stars, and recommend it strongly to you folks to come check it out.
And I have to agree with everything Phil said. I will say the chicken on the jerk chicken was cooked perfectly. It was super moist, was not dry. It had a nice char on it. Love the chutney as well. I could eat a whole plate of that. It was so good. And the empanada was also excellent. I prefer the jerk chicken to the empanada, but I think that's just personal preference of things that we like. And then the pastry was good. Again, subtle flavors. I will say the cheese in it was almost like a goat cheese, very subtle, but very, very good. What did we get here?
This is the shrimp and cold noodle salad.
Yum.
That is the marinated chicken and stir-fried vegetables from Thailand. I'm not a Thai guy. That's okay. Their flavors really just don't resonate with me. Everything was really well cooked, really well presented. Great portion sizes. Just not my personal taste. That's all right. If you're into Thai, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love both dishes. The shrimp and cold noodle salad was exactly as described, except for the shrimp were nice and warm, super tender. The noodles were cooked perfectly. Chives, spices. It all sounds good. It just didn't do it for me. And then the marinated chicken and stir-fried vegetables is exactly as advertised. It's messy. It's savory. The chicken's tender. The peas are tender. All the vegetables are cooked perfectly. They're doing a great job presentation-wise, portion-wise, and execution. It's just not for me personally.
Thai was good, not as good as Islands of the Caribbean for sure, but I did like the chicken. For me, it was better of the two. The cold noodle salad, there was just something about the flavors together that didn't really do it for me. It wasn't super flavorful, it was more subtle, but the spices, just not something that is of my personal preference. And the shrimp was plain shrimp. It wasn't marinated in any manner, so not too much flavor there overall. The chicken was good. I did like that. I enjoyed the peanut sauce. I love peanut sauces, and I was expecting maybe more of the peanut sauce on the noodles. So overall, Thailand, okay. I would recommend going there. I probably wouldn't go there again personally though. I also want to make note that we got this awesome table. It is over here between Thailand and Islands of the Caribbean. There's a couple tables with chairs. So we're sitting here while Phil will go up so nicely and go get the different foods and then bring them back to this table so we can ease our feet and enjoy as much of the food and wine as we can.
shredded pork belly taco, beef tostada, chocolate bread pudding. So just finished up with Mexico. Everything was awesome. The shredded pork belly taco is exactly as advertised. Pork belly's been super popular in the last 4 or 5 years. There's a reason for that. It's because it's delicious, thick, fatty bacon. It's cooked perfectly. I was worried that it would be served in one of those little flavorless, flour, soft mini tortillas. It wasn't. It was like they blackened it on the grill and added some flavor to it. It was delicious. The sauce that was on there complemented all the other flavors perfectly. The beef tostada was what it was, but they managed to do something really good with it. They put some toasted sesame seeds on there, just add a different flavor to it. The tostada was perfectly crunchy and crispy, and the cinnamon chocolate bread pudding was phenomenal. I hate bread pudding. I hate it with passion. I usually skip dessert on it because I don't like it that much. I tried this one. It was awesome. It was definitely not only the only bread pudding I've ever liked, but it was, I would go get it again. I liked it that much. So definitely give it a shot. If you like bread pudding, you're in for a treat.
Oh, and Mexico definitely was amazing. I feel like, I don't know which I liked more, Islands of the Caribbean or Mexico. I would say, like, of the 3 things, the tostada was the lowest, but I can't pick between the taco and the bread pudding. They were both so good, and cinnamon and chocolate together on that bread pudding, I want both of those as a meal. It was out of this world. And Daisy is out here meeting and greeting. We're now going into Disney Traders, which is on the other side of the World Showcase Center. And it looks like they got lots of Christmas stuff in here. And kind of toys and stuff too. As of 12:01 a.m. today, it's officially Christmas. So I'm getting this Spirit jersey for Christmas, yay! Done with some holiday shopping. Also got Zeus the matching one, because we got problems. But we are headed into Mexico now, and gonna go past it to find our next stop, which I believe is the Alps. And Donald is back there. All right, we got the cheese.
With cornichons and potatoes.
Yes, this is all from the Alps.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I would agree. The Alps definitely wasn't Mexico or the islands of the Caribbean. But we are gonna be on to China, which we have a whole list of things that we want.
This is the chicken dumplings. This is the black pepper shrimp and noodles. And this is the chicken and shrimp bao bun. So we just got done with China. Their food was good. We got everything except the Wu Chi spare rib. I've had Chinese ribs before. It didn't strike either of our fancy, but I would say the highlight for me was definitely the black pepper shrimp and noodles, followed by the shrimp and chicken bao bun, which was amazing. And then the dumplings are always good, but I mean, they're just dumplings, so they came in third for me, but honestly everything was delicious. If you're into Chinese food or Asian food, it's like regular Chinese food but up to Disney's standards, so it's definitely worth checking out.
And I just want to mention overall, I think the standard food in the China Pavilion is not great. So everything that I had at Food and Wine from the China stand was way above what anything else was in the pavilion that's always there. So if you're like, I'm gonna skip China because their food's typically not that good, don't, because the food and wine food is much, much better.
This is the Indian style bread with sauces. I don't remember what they are.
Pesto, mango chutney, something else.
Uncle Ben's rice. This is Uncle Ben's rice and like a vegetable curry. And then this is the chicken. So we finished up in India. We made our way over between Africa and Germany. We're kind of sitting in the back by the lagoon.
Great view back here.
Yeah, beautiful. We did India. I don't have a lot of nice things to say about any of the stuff we got. I was very disappointed, very underwhelmed. But, I mean, if you like bland food,
yeah, not a lot of flavor there.
From a place that definitely shouldn't have bland food.
I think they're trying to cater to people who are not as adventurous who come to Disney.
Right, which, you know, people don't build cars with me in mind. They don't build for someone who's 6'9", you know, 350 plus pounds. They build them for someone, you know, John Smith size, 5'10", 180 pounds. He'll fit in anything. That's fine. This food was for people who are afraid of spices and flavor, I think. And I think that was a mistake.
I will say, I did like the dipping sauces. The bread though was disappointing as far as the naan goes. There's
flavorless.
It was very floury, like not like a blooming flour, but like the food flour. It didn't have traditional like lightness like naan typically does, and not a lot of flavor. We got this really cute panna cotta that has the Lion King on it. Then also this Nigerian meat pie, the pasta gratin. I'm excited to try this one. Everyone says they like it. Quick review. We got the meat pie and the panna cotta from the Refreshment Outpost. Meat pie is not great. Not great. The panna cotta Phil really liked. He said it was one of his favorite desserts. I thought it was okay. It's kind of like Jell-O. And then from Germany we got the gratin. Everyone says it's so good. It was so plain. Just not that into it. So we only had a couple more places to go, but we're feeling pretty full, so we decided we're just gonna grab a few of our favorites before we leave Epcot today. So let's go get them. After we briefly went into the Italy store where Phil almost spent $312 on a cologne. This lady said it so nonchalantly. We're now going into the Japan store. Alright, so we just got off the monorail from Epcot. The last thing I got was that bread pudding. It was so good. And Phil decided to get the sangria, which I had a little sip, even though I don't drink alcohol anymore. It was delicious. And he said, and I agree because I tried a little sip with a second little sip, but it was delicious paired with the bread pudding, the chocolate of the bread pudding and the red wine of the sangria. best food and wine combination.